When you feel the warmth of the morning sun on your face, you are interacting with a traveler that just crossed 93 million miles of empty space. And as you might already know, that journey takes exactly 8 minutes. But the physical light hitting your skin is an ancient cosmic relic. The journey of that specific energy began long before human civilization existed. It is older than the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Light is the fastest moving entity in the universe. Yet the sunlight illuminating your morning spent anywhere from 10,000 to 170,000 years fighting its way from the center of the sun to its outer edge. To understand why light gets trapped for millennia, we have to look past the glowing surface and plunge into the intensely hostile environment at the star's core. Our sun operates as a colossal, self-contained mechanical prison that traps the very energy it creates. It starts with recycled cosmic debris. Billions of years ago, the gravity of an unfathomably large cloud of gas began pulling inward, crushing ancient stardust together into a tight, dense knot. This collapse created a core environment with pressure 250 billion times greater than the bottom of Earth's oceans. The material here is completely unrecognizable to us, packed roughly 20 times denser than solid cast iron. Under that crushing weight, the temperature spikes to 15 million degrees Celsius. That heat is so extreme that atoms are literally ripped apart, separating the solid nuclei from their free-flowing electrons. This environment strips the gas down into a plasma. Plasma is the fourth state of matter, forming a hot, electrified soup of free-floating particles that only exists under the most extreme physical conditions. Inside this impossibly dense, chaotic plasma, our future beam of light will be born, completely surrounded by a microscopic maze with no clear way out. Positively charged hydrogen protons naturally repel each other, like opposing magnets. But the sun's crushing gravity overpowers that repulsion, violently slamming protons together until they fuse into heavier elements. Strangely, the newly created atom weighs slightly less than the sum of the original protons. That missing mass converts directly into pure energy. As Albert Einstein's famous equation, E=mc², dictates, even an incredibly small amount of mass can be transformed into an unimaginably large amount of energy. To maintain itself, the sun annihilates 4.3 million tons of its own mass every single second. That is the physical equivalent of 3 million cars being instantly dissolved into a blinding flash of energy, second after second, without stopping. That violent mathematical conversion of mass into energy is the exact moment a single photon of light comes into existence. Once born, this new photon immediately tries to shoot straight outward into the vacuum of space at the speed of light. It fails instantly. Inside the densely packed plasma, the photon travels less than a millimeter before crashing into another particle and ricocheting randomly. This aimless bouncing, known as Brownian motion, traps the photon in a microscopic maze for 170,000 years, making practically zero forward progress. This massive traffic jam is exactly what keeps the sun alive. Trillions of these photons are bouncing outward, and their collective energy perfectly counteracts the inward crush of gravity. This balance is called hydrostatic equilibrium, and it keeps the star from collapsing in on itself. Over millennia, this endless pinball game slowly drains the photon's energy. It starts near the core as an invisible, highly radioactive X-ray and gradually cools down into the visible spectrum of light we rely on to survive. Eventually, by sheer statistical chance, the photon reaches the very edge of the sun's surface. With one final bounce, it leaves the crushing density of the plasma behind. For the first time since its birth, it moves unimpeded. It flies in a perfectly straight line through the icy vacuum of the inner solar system. After struggling for 170,000 years just to move from the core to the surface, it effortlessly crosses 93 million miles to Earth in a mere 8 minutes. The everyday warmth hitting your skin is the ultimate survivor of an ancient battle against gravity.